you're just insulting my intelligence. When she said, what did you say when Biden called you and said he wasn't running? Well, I immediately thought of him first. No, you didn't.
Kamala Harris's lying and flip-flopping has become so transparent that even Bill Maher is starting to call it out. And that's how you know you're really beginning to lose people, because it's just so egregious. It's one thing to kind of be a shifty politician. It's another thing to say, I was never in favor of banning fracking. Yeah, everyone has seen you do that and say that on camera, but we're going to react to this today, folks. So if you enjoy the content, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new. And that said, here are some of the highlights of Bill Maher's show this weekend, where they were reacting to that CNN interview and a lot more. And it just tells you a lot of the things you need to know.
Asks you, do you have the time? Your answer is not, I do. If you, do you have the time? Right. Yes, it's 4 o'clock. Well, you have to understand that words don't always mean what they mean.
And when Tim Walz said, like, the American people, I talk like they do. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're a huge liar, like all politicians are. I don't care, by the way. I've always said this about politics. They're all going to lie. They're politics. It's what they lie about. I don't give a shit what you did during the Iraq War. You were in the Guard. So I don't understand why they just can't. You're just insulting my intelligence. When she said, what did you say when Biden called you and said he wasn't running? Well, I immediately thought of him first. No, you didn't. You know, I mean, fracking. Dana Bash had her dead to rights. It's like, you said this. I have the quote. I'm reading it to you. You said there should be a ban on fracking. Why can't they just go, yeah, you know what? I got it wrong. I was talking to the wrong people. You know, she's had this ridiculously high turnover. Like 4.
I'll tell you the exact reason why is because the entire campaign strategy of Kamala Harris is betting on the idea that Americans are really stupid. Okay, that's genuinely what they're running on, and that's kind of the premise of the campaign, because notice they barely talk about policy. When Kamala was asked, what are you going to do day one as president, she gave a nothing answer. Like, she literally did not say anything, and they're just hoping that by not talking about policy and assuming Americans are just so stupid they can't Google search or something like that, that's exactly what they want to do. So yes, Bill Maher is right. Both Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are completely insulting people's intelligence, but also, in his own words, the truth is most Democrat voters simply don't care. And that's the way it is. No matter how badly they lie to you or insult you or just do bad policies, these people will always vote for the Democrat Party because they like getting abused or something. I frankly have no idea, but let's get back into this.
42 of 47 people as vice president are gone. Just blame it on them. You know why these assholes are gone? Gave me the wrong information on fracking.
I just think you have a point that there's a way for her to talk. You're the linguist. There's a way for her to talk a little bit more like a normal person when explaining these shifts in policy. You know what? I got into the White House. I worked with Joe Biden. Different context. I figured out what could be done and what couldn't be done.
Right.
You know what? Politicians change their positions all the damn time.
How should we be surprised that she's a politician?
Don't play defense on it, by the way. She's playing to win, which is why they're just saying, you know what? I don't care about fracking anymore. I don't support it.
Well, that's the thing, is that she both refuses to admit that she was ever wrong, but also refuses to ever actually explain herself. And I think the panel here is right. Perhaps if she was just honest and said, look, I'm a lot more moderate than I used to be, maybe that'd be significantly more believable. But I guess on the other hand, they don't want to alienate the progressives who have turned her into some type of amazing progressive champion. You know, back in 2020, they were tearing into Kamala Harris because she was taking away votes from Bernie Sanders, but then all of a sudden now, no, we love her so much. Maybe that's why, right? You don't want to piss off the far left. But frankly, if you fail to explain your current policy positions, much less explain why they have changed, then I think it is perfectly fair for people to take what you said at face value. And it's very interesting because she won't even articulate what her current policy positions are. And Nancy Pelosi on this very episode of Bill Maher kind of had to do that for her, and that didn't go very well. So we'll talk about that also in a second. But first, folks, a word from our sponsors over at Goldco. Protecting your savings is crucial, and that's exactly why I have partnered with Goldco. Goldco can help you protect and diversify your retirement with gold and silver IRAs, which can shield from inflation and dollar devaluation, especially in unpredictable economic times like this. And Goldco makes it easy to roll over your 401k or IRA tax and penalty free. The process is quick and painless with their white glove treatment and expert guidance, and they also offer the direct purchase of gold and silver if that's something that interests you more. Plus, right now, you can get up to $10,000 in free silver when you open up an account. So don't wait. Protect your future and your savings right now at vincegold.com. Again, that is vincegold.com. Learn more for free about gold and silver IRAs. All right, that said, here is Nancy Pelosi explaining, I guess, what the actual Democrat agenda is, because nobody on Kamala Harris's ticket is actually capable of it. Let's take a listen.
The California lawmakers just passed a law. It hasn't been signed by Governor Newsom, but giving government assistance to undocumented immigrants to buy houses. That's kind of a different place than the Democratic Party used to be on immigration, is it not? I'm not going to say that's what the country's going to do, but that's certainly where California is.
Well, let me just say, immigration had always been a bipartisan issue. I refer you to
But not free houses.
Well, that's not free housing. It's the American dream being available to more people. But understand this about immigration. The best speech on immigration.
Illegal immigrants, by the way. That's what we're discussing right now.
Was by President Ronald Reagan. This is the last speech I will make as President of the United States. I want to communicate a message to the country I love. And he talked about the Statue of Liberty and the beacon of hope it is to the world, and what America was preeminent in the world because our door was always open, and we will cease to be preeminent when we shut the door. Now, I don't do justice to the great communicator. Google it. It's a fabulous speech. And George Herbert Walker Bush continued in that respect for the diversity of America and the rest. California's always in the lead. Maybe others will follow that lead, but that's up to those states. But we're very blessed here with beautiful diversity.
So you'd vote for this law?
Excuse me?
So you'd vote for this law?
Well, I'm not familiar with exactly what it is, but making the American dream of home ownership available to all people is something we have to do for people who are here now.
This is before you were a citizen.
That's their agenda, right? Make home ownership available to all people, even illegal immigrants. Let's give out money to them. Okay? I mean, if you guys don't want to explain what exactly you are running on, because you still can't really give an answer, we're going to take this, okay? You like Nancy Pelosi will not condemn California trying to give out free housing or free housing money to illegal immigrants. She basically endorses it. Okay, well, is that the Democrat national agenda then? Because in the absence of any other information, we're going to take it, all right?
Undocumented. This is for the undocumented.
Well, what I would like to do is move them to documented. The fact that we can move them to documented. One of the best things that we can do for our economy is to pass comprehensive immigration reform.
So what she would like to do, in her own words, is move them from undocumented, aka illegal, to documented. Okay, so again, are we now to assume that the National Democratic platform is mass amnesty? Because that's exactly what that is, right? Legalize the illegal immigrants. This is, of course, at the same time that Kamala Harris is suddenly pretending to be tough on immigration, you know, I prosecuted illegal immigrants or something like this. Well, there she is. There's Nancy Pelosi talking about endorsing literal amnesty for illegal immigrants. Is that your platform? Okay, that's the platform. There you go. So thank you very much, Nancy Pelosi, frankly, for being honest about the thing that Kamala Harris continues to try to remain ambiguous about, which is that this is your agenda. This is your platform. Amnesty for illegal immigrants, as well as free stuff for them, and the justification, the Statue of Liberty or something like that. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Amidst all of the flip-flopping, all of the lies they are trying to mask, This is the true plan, and this is exactly why you should not believe, firstly, any of the things they're now saying about pretending to be tough on the border. And of course, they say our immigration bill was actually the toughest border bill in history. Yeah, not really if it was opening the door to give out amnesty to illegals, and you're saying publicly now that's exactly what you want to do. You should believe them. You should believe them at face value. The very things they are saying, do not bank on this idea that, oh, they won't actually do that or something. No, they're just trying to pander to the far left base. That's a ridiculous argument. This is their agenda. They try to mask it. Nancy Pelosi said it publicly. There you have it. With that said, folks, be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, check out our friends over at vincegold.com, and until next time, God bless and peace.